Opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. And he returns this to the 22. A first down throw for Cousins, escaping the pressure right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one, 37 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Play fake. Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On 2nd down, Cook. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He plays ahead of the curve after 1st down.
Got 7 yards 1st down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They go play action. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
3rd and goal for Cousins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Cousins. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. Play action now. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're back.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A good gain on 1st. Has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Fields throw complete here to Komet. That catch good for only a couple.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields swings this out here for Cohen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On play action, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's go.
A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 41 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Fields on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Fields. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second down and goal. Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Cousins. Rolling to his left. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. To throw is Cousins. Steps away. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Vikings defense getting ready to go. Recovered the fumble, up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, a run with Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Play fake. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out to his left. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Cousins. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Dancing to his left. It's complete to Cook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To the air again, it's Cousins on the move to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is Jakeem Grant. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And a quick throw here that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Single, slot.
They snap it to Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now a first down throw, Fields. His throw incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing again is Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A huge play there for Chicago. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Fields. And it's caught. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out. To play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Cousins. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Let's go.
Now that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Here comes Grant on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. After the sack on first down, Fields. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Throwing here, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And the Vikings are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal. Off the play fake, Cousins rolling to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man is Grant. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big offensive explosion.